right. Now, the ninth topic is the deception of being woke. Now, a lot of people finding out who they are. They happy about it. They putting on fringes and head wraps, and they calling themselves Jews and Israelites and Hebrews. But very rarely do I hear about all the stuff that come along with that, with being set apart, with eating different,
Come on.
celebrating feast days and holidays. They just happy to be called something. You know, you got Nick Cannon, you got what's our boy the football player, Deshaun. You got him, you got you got Fantasia, you know. Yeah. Oh boy, what's his name? JT or something. The actor dude.
Oh yeah, Brandon Jackson.
Yeah, you know.
Brandon T. Jackson, something like that.
I'm hearing a lot about identity. I'm not hearing anything about culture. How we eat, how we live, that's our culture.
That's right.
You know.
Right. You hear anything on the spirit.
So you brothers, you know, chop it up on that. I will be back shortly. And you know, do what we do. Take your time.
All right then. Well, I know for me, that was the thing that really had me gravitate towards this whole thing, was once I found out that that we were the people of the book, and I just said, oh my goodness, we do have a culture. And that's just what started a journey for me, man. And then so I started learning more about what the scriptures say. But then it's kind of like this. I tell you, I got to a point, you know, I used to go to NA and AA meetings, right? And the thing that made me stop going was that it's like they say you're trading one addiction for another. They say you got to keep on coming to these meetings. They ain't teaching you how to live in this with that thing. And so that's where I'm at with us in this culture. The Bible tells us how we're supposed to do it, but when do you stop talking about it and start doing it? That's where I'm at, you know, because if you have a culture, you should be trying to implement that culture into your life.
I feel you.
What you gonna say, Scott?
I say you've been rocking it for a long time, saying, "Hey, let's stop saying it. Let's start doing it."
That's right. So I'm just, you know, hey, I'm doing it to the best of my ability, but I know there's more to be done, because to be set apart, man. And then when I went to visit that brother up there in South Carolina, in Jefferson, Yeshua, the cooking preacher, I said, this is what we should be doing.
Yeah, I wanted to go visit that guy too, man, because I've been watching forever. This is like with Pastor Dow. I've been looking at Pastor Dow for a long time, man, and I saw how the ministry was constantly growing and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you talking about a true set apart living from those two places, and even the place that we're gonna go, if the Most High will, we're gonna visit at the end of the month. You know, and that'd be the first time I'm on a community like that. You know what I'm saying? So I know for myself, man, when I first came in, you know, a lot of people come from Christianity into this thing here, and you still had a mindset, and I can speak on that because I had the same mindset until the Most High had to knock me upside my head and let them know this is not Christianity. That's right. And then the class I come out of, they still had that same mindset. And I really didn't start. I'm talking about I've been dealing with this like 14, almost 15 years. 14 years.
Wow.
But when it was time, when I left last year, that's when, now it really clicked before then. it really clicked in my mind. We just doing just like the regular church people do on Sunday. But when I've been looking at the other like camps, like Pastor Dow and what's the elder in South Carolina, Jefferson, South Carolina, the Weed?
Yeah, Taya Shua or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
Teshua.
Yeah. So I've been looking at the videos and everything. I said, man, you know what? That's how we're supposed to be living, man.
Yep.
So when I pulled out of the when the Most High pulled us out of the class we was in, that's when a whole lot of stuff started clicking. And I said, you know what? Instead of us trying to get another church building, let's buy some land, man, and build our community. So when the brothers and sisters, hey, they got somewhere to come and we can be in our own seclusion amongst each other.
That's right.
That makes sense.
And then for us, the spirit of the whole thing, man, like you say, a lot of one, you know, they go by the letter of the law. They talk it. But I was in the play, they talk more than they did a lot of talking than the walking.
Yeah.
That's what I came out of. There was no shalom. There was no spirit of, you know what I'm saying? There was no shalom in there. I was like, man, y'all act just like, and I'm just saying, you know, I said, man, you act just like the same folks that I work with. I can't see no different, but we show up on Sabbath. But the Most High opened my eyes to a whole lot, man, since in the last year or so.
Yes, sir.
And that's the problem that with coming into this walk, they still had the same Christianity mindset. It never changed because of the assembly they're involved in. The head teacher set up, if he jacked up, the whole congregation gonna be jacked up.
That's right.
That's right.
He said, man, when the servants look at when he said when the I'm trying to quote if the ruler hearkened to lies, all his servants are wicked. I hope I got that right. When the ruler hearkened to lies, then all his servants are wicked. I said, man, it's kind of deep there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So anyway,
I know Scott's got a script.
What kind of script you talking about, Willis?
The one that
What's your name?
the brother was just talking about. He says, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. That's what you're looking for, Wardy? Proverbs 29:12.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got your overseer, man, if you got some overseer doing all kind of stuff, you know, the one who's supposed to be head of this class, whatever, and he got all kind of stuff popping off, it trickles down. That same spirit trickle down. Hey, man, we experienced that, man. So I had to get out of that mess. And the Most High put me with you, brothers.
Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? So we all on one accord about to set apart living, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Man.
What you say,
Oh, yeah,
Scott?
Elder.
Mhm.
Elder Wardy P, that's right.
That's right.
So, you know. But I know he wanted to talk about the youth, man. I know they kind of, and the one who initiated, he's not even on here tonight. Our beloved brother, Yahukanan Yasharala.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was good seeing him. It was good seeing him today.
Mm-hmm.
y'all came on earlier?
Yeah, just Brandon did a little a phone call. He just called us. We did a little conference call, and whoever answered was on it.
Yeah. You know, I get a lot of those calls, man. I was like, I ain't got the strength to chop it up. Man, I be getting that calls at 9 o'clock at night. I said, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah.
Yes, sir.
He called just trying to see if you're, you know, because I know he tried to do this thing a couple of days ago, and it just timed it with the brothers. And I said, man, all we could do is just get on, do a little chop up on the, you know, the topic that he wanted to talk about for about an hour and a half. I said before the hour and a half is up, you're gonna have about 6-7 brothers on. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like I understand that he's working, but to really just deal with it, I'm gonna tell him, some man, just pick a day that we all, you know, can be right at home. We got to worry about, because I know he deals with the internet, and sometimes it'll shut down. It might shut down, depends on where he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Exactly.
yeah. But it's a much needed topic though, because like we were talking about dealing with the youth. I know most I used to deal with the youth ministry out of the class I came out of, and I still have compassion. I still have compassion for the youth. And I was sitting up here thinking, I was like, man, and I'm just 53 years old. So I was saying, man,
Little baby.
yeah, I'm a little baby, man. So I said, man, you know what? I've been talking to Shalom, brother Ty, sir.
Hello, Ty.
Shalom, beloved. How y'all doing?
Hello, man.
I said, man, most of the people around my age, man, it seems like a lot of them got their mind made up, but the youth, the ones be listening to you.
Yeah.
When they hear the truth, well, part of the reason why they don't want to hear what the church got to say is because the church be lying to them. You see the people talking about, oh, I'm this, I'm that, and then you see on the next day they doing the same old. It's hard to sell a child something when a child know the truth about you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So we get out there, we tell them the truth. Hey, you're a stolen
Right about
person.
that, Akeem.
You're a stolen person. You got to wake up. You got to be conscious of that. You have a homeland. There's a land waiting for you to return. Just waiting on you, homie. You know?
Hey,
That's right.
But
that's why the most I put on my heart. It's gonna take me a while to do it. I'm gonna have to pull all the history that they did not teach us in middle school, elementary, high school, to college. We got to pull all this stuff out, man. Because I asked, we was out, we're just out in the community, man, hitting the apartment complex. I was asking the young people about slavery. They had no idea about it. They have no idea how we got here to America.
oh yeah, hey, you can blame Martin Luther King for that. Appreciate that, homie.
Yep.
Hey, we assimilated smooth. Smooth into that, boy.
Right.
Then you got people like Ben Carson telling people that the slaves came over here as indentured servants.
Like they wanted to come over here. You see what I'm saying?
We didn't come over here. We were stolen and brought over here.
First of all, I thought an indentured servant got to work debt off. Like, what debt did they get themselves into by the heathen to pay it off as an indentured servant? Is that correct? I'm saying, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Don't indentured servant work off of debt?
That's right. And they get their freedom.
That's right. Better ask Joseph.
That's crazy, man.
Dr. Ben Carson, doctor. You don't know that?
But you know what, man? That's just like with the ministry here in Memphis, man. And I talked to another brother. We have to start getting the youth involved. You know what I'm saying? The young men have to know, because they got to raise, just like I have a 17-year-old and I have a 31-year-old. I let them know, you got to go and teach your generation, man.
That's right.
Hey, and check this out. I heard today, I listened to the Karen Hunter show on XM Radio, and she had this guy on, he's a demographer, right? He said that, okay, you know, us baby boomers were the biggest generation in the country, right? Now the millennials are the biggest. They are like 88 million children born in the millennial generation. And I think they're from the age of, it's you guys, 35 to 57.
Hey!
You know, and that's the biggest generation in this. And those are the ones that are out there protesting, gaining this knowledge, and doing something about it. the Calebs and the Joshuas that are going to be taking us back into the promised land.
Right.
Hallelujah. Right.
That's why it's so important for us to talk to the youth. Because here's the thing, man. This is what I see. And y'all probably see, you got another video. Hey, man, that's why they're attacking the youth, man. Through media, these shows. And maybe watching all kind of goofy stuff, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, what the hell is that? We not monitoring and seeing what's going on. We got to.
You ain't lying.
Because, through their little Census Bureau, they know how many young folks are out there. They got to keep this thing going. Where are we as a nation? And see, what gets me, man, a lot of these other class or camps or whatever you want to call them, they separate. We supposed to be together as a nation, man. That's why we not moving forward.
Amen.
That's right. I gotta say something. That's right.
Man, man. So, like I told Brother Terrence, the brother that I said, man, we got to concentrate here in Memphis, bro. We got to make noise here. Man, I can't make noise in South Carolina, North Carolina, down in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Georgia. I got to do it in the little area that I'm in. That's what we got to do. We got to get out here and work Memphis, man. South Haven, Miss, all of it together. That's what we got to do.
I'm with it. I mean, I ain't in Memphis, but yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Fully. Hey, look, all of us, we're sitting on information that the world needs right now. If we not serving it up to our brothers and sisters, we are doing them a disservice. Straight like that. The children, if I can't relate to your child, I need to find somebody that can relate to your child. If you don't have anybody that can relate to your child, you definitely need to get over there and get somebody to relate to your child. This message is so important. Oh boy.
Hey, fellas, good, since it's a lot of guys on here, we try to, I don't know, be mindful of time-wise as far as hello? Hey?
Yeah, I
breaking up.
Okay, all right. I just want to throw that out there. You could be doing it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, yeah, we met for the time.
What'd he say? It was breaking up on my end.
Breaking up on mine, too.
Since we got so many people on the platform, let's kind of, try to get everybody in on the conversation.
Oh, okay.
There's more coming. I can fit like 4 more people in. So,
Hallelujah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was just just kind of taking it in, absorbing what you Ox was talking about, and it's a definitely an in-season word that the Most High is pressing upon all of our ruachs, to go after our young people. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us that's in this truth, that's adults, that's really have had intimacy with the Most High. We know his character, we are very familiar with his love and the works of his hand. But the thing is, this generation is not familiar with it, and they don't even have a likeness of it that we had. A lot of us coming through the Christian vehicle, we had a likeness or a somewhat of a working understanding of Elohim and his ways. But because this generation is completely, turned off from anything that has to do with religion, anything that has to do with Christianity, they don't have certain morality, characters, or principles that was instilled by that avenue. So it's like the Most High has put all of the work, all of the the accountability is on us. You feel me? We have to be on purpose. We can't just do things to shoot a broad shotgun and hope that it hits some of the young people. You feel me? And hope that it relates to some of it. We have to be, you know what I'm saying, so on purpose about including them, because like the Ox said, we know that they the ones that's gonna walk us into the promised land. We know that they the ones that's gonna see the face of the Messiah when he cracked the sky. We know they're gonna be the ones that's gonna be out here putting this work in and having to deal and endure with all of the wickedness of this final hour. So we gotta prep them. You know what I'm saying? Like almost militant in their outlook of this Bible. You know what I'm saying? So they can know every day you wake up, you are engaged in serious warfare. This is not a game. You feel me? All of the animes that you watching and all of these things that you're doing, and if you don't put the Most High in his proper priority, all of the stuff that you're doing now is going to eventually work against you. Because we at war and you not taking it as war.
That's right. That's right.
So man, I'm really in my city. You know, I was listening to what the I said too about, you know, just trying to be a light throughout the world and the country, relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's for us to work in our own cities and our own neighborhoods, because just like Yahushua, he walked amongst his people, and then his fame grew throughout the land because he was doing the work where he was at. You know what I'm saying? So if we just do the work right where we at, and our hearts is really fixed on the Most High and these people, like, it's gonna be done because he has already set it in motion. Like the harvest is already there. You feel me? He's just looking for us to agree with him and go out and get
it. Because it's like he said, his fame went out. It's like with Solomon. Even Bathsheba had to come up and say, man, I need to come and see this guy. So when he out there doing the work, folk gonna say, man, I got to go see Brother Shamar, Brother Kafer, Elder Lindsay, man, Brother Ty Sir. Man, I heard about B. Lou. I need to get up to Mizzou. You know how to throw that riding in there, man. But on Super, man, we really need to, because we have so many single parent homes, and they have nobody, man. And that's where with so many single parent homes, man, and these young men, these women can't do it, brother. You start fussing at some of these teenage boys, they start crying and stuff. I'm like, what the hell? I'm just saying it because, you know, my background, I was a public servant, bro.
Hey, may I say something, Elder? I was talking about that this morning. I said, man, you know how you can talk to a young boy. Well, I know when I was coming up, you talk to a boy, go sit your butt down. They'll go over there and go sit down. You talk to the girl, you know, say it with that same type of tone, and they'll cry. But you, like you said, the boys now, you talk to them like that, they, well, go do some push-ups or something.
Yeah. But see, the thing about
go eat something salty. I don't know.
See, here's the thing, man. It's just like, that's why I was talking to Brother Terrence. I said, man, look, the Most High put in my heart to do this Hebrews in the park, man. That's where they hang out, because, like I said, the fire station I used to work out before I left, we have a park. Most of the fire stations have a park behind it. Man, that's where the teenagers hang out. I said, man, that's where we need to be on Sabbath, especially on Sundays. Going out there teaching them, man. We got to do this. That's why we try to raise up like the young brother that with us, man. We got a few young brothers. We try to raise some young brothers up to spark that fire, and we there with them too. As long as I'm breathing, I'm with them. If it's the Most High will, I'm with them.
That's what's up.
But we got to get those young men involved. We even have them start reading it. You know, like we might do a lesson or something. It might be a little short lesson, but get them involved and read it so they can feel a part of something.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, we our young men and some of our younger coaches, from the ages of 16 to 23, man, they done started their own Facebook Bible study, right? So every night at 10 o'clock, it'd be about 16 of them on Messenger video chat and breaking down scripts.
Woo!
Like, and we didn't make them do this. This was something that they, you feel me? They just because see what we do is we encourage their relationships though. You know, so we put them in situations where they gotta hang with each other. So from them having to hang with each other and be amongst each other, certain things will start to grow and develop. The Most High begin to move amongst them. But if you leave it to the teens to assemble themselves, they're not going to. You feel me? They cool with the social media generation, being sort of isolated, being in their phones, earphones on, one friend maybe. You know how this generation kind of like that. They're not as social or need as many friends as like how I was growing up. So we have to put them in situations, man, where they meet each other, where they come across each other, man. Maybe do some type of young people's gathering, teens got whatever. And even for the sake of the building of the nation, because we know that I want my children to marry someone who was raised in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it right there.
On purpose about making sure that they know, you know what I'm saying, young people all around the country, people that has like minds as them, because I make it very clear almost every day I mention it. Hey, if you ain't got tassels home, don't bring them home. If he ain't got tassels on, don't bring them home. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Because it's the duty is up to y'all to make this thing, solidify this thing. We putting in the work, we laying the groundwork, putting the foundation down for y'all, but y'all gotta solidify it. And the only way for y'all to solidify it is when it's time for relationships and marriage and courting and stuff to come involved. It has to be based upon these relationships that we forming as men. The relationship that we forming is for our children to have close-knit relationships.
Hallelujah.
That's it, there, bro. I'm interested in about how y'all got all of the teams together, man. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, even to put this, I don't know if they have like a platform that other teams can join into. If you want to share that. You mute your phone mute.
You muted, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna share it with y'all. It's they have it's a messenger group called Yah's Chosen. So I'm gonna share the link with y'all on the on this post on Facebook. And if you have any young people 23 and under that want to be a part of it, man, tell them to log in 10 o'clock. They go in every night.
Yeah, that's about their time they be hanging out, don't
That's about their time.
Yeah, it would have been cool. It would have been cool if that was when I was younger, man. I probably would have gravitated to it.
Yeah. I know in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I'm from, man, a lot of the youngsters there, they so caught up in the music genre. Well, it was the games and social media. They still be doing all that stuff, but the music be having these people's minds gone, man.
I used the music. I used it.
Yeah.
That's what I used to get them all engaged. Was the music.
Right. So the ones that I'm saying in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they be in. I'm talking about these. They in the world though. They listen to the world of music, smoking them drugs, that weed, and living that life, and then they let that music influence them, and then they want to emulate what they hearing. You know what I mean? And you can tell because the terminology, they terminologies change and go according to how the rappers be speaking and saying certain things and certain words. And then you see they trying to be like that, like it's cool. Like when have it ever been cool to catch a body of your own people? I'm trying to catch a body. You know what I mean? All kind of stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Just that mindset and just doing all kind of stuff, man, that's disrespectful, man, and no love with people, man. And like I say, not only just that, but it's other, even the younger generations, like, I certain people that I see, I call them SpongeBob generation, where they sit there and they watch that SpongeBob, man, and then, these people are crafty, man, and they stealthy. So with their little stealth thing, they put in, homosexual acts in cartoons. And children's mind is young. They want to see that, mimic that, and emulate. That ain't cool, man. And then this is what's sad though. The parents allow their children to sit there and watch and indulge in that stuff without monitoring what their children doing because they don't want to be bothered. You see what I'm saying? Go in there and watch TV. You see what I'm saying? Go on. And they sitting there watching all this other stuff, and then they wondering why their children acting a certain type of way. You see what I'm saying? Because all that stuff that they being in program with. You get what I'm saying? Crazy.
I get you.
Hallelujah.
the youngsters need help, man. That's the future, man. They got to carry the torch. So it's a way that I think we all should, as a group, as a family, you know what I mean, like really truly seek Abba and ask Abba to give us the ability to make it appealing to the youngsters, where He'll put a spirit in them that what they want to hear. You see what I'm saying? To see something different. And I think more of being there, like how when I was young, I had a mentor. You know what I mean? Where they had a mentorship program type thing going on.
Yes.
And if we can come along and make a brew mentorship, with that incorporate the Most High Yah and His instruction and teaching how youngsters should be and how they should be as men and becoming men, that would be an awesome thing. Because even with that mentorship program, even though he wasn't on no scriptural or spiritual type stuff, it did make a difference. You see what I'm saying? Because when I was out there and he used to come and get us, and we'd go and go out to eat as a group and go see, men jump out of parachute because they was like with the army or something like that. But it did make a difference, you know what I mean, them being around. You see what I'm saying? So just how much more would it be for our people who is spiritually inclined to be there to help the youngsters so they can see, like hitting these court. My Yishai was telling me one time to go hit a court, go into the courtroom when you see them youngsters in there and see, try to, get that area to help the youngsters that's troubled like that. You get what I'm saying? Because it'll make an impact. That's like taking care of the widows and the orphan in a way, because the orphans don't have no father figure to show them how. They just have their mama. You see what I'm saying? To show them, and their mama can only do so much, and then that's dangerous too, because they can take on that emotional state of the female when they're supposed to have that masculine spiritual side of the male in their life to show them how to be a man. You see what I'm saying? Because I had to deal with that with my own son, with his mom. He's he's like a mama's boy now, but when I used to go get him, I get him about that crybaby state and all that other stuff. No, man, you can't be seen. So, yeah, I recognize you, Edward. I feel you on that one too, man. I believe that.
I had to go get my son. I'm like, damn, my eldest son.
Yeah,
I had to go get him on that. I was like, man,
And she if the woman being an emotional wreck, and the children seeing that, they're gonna take on that same type of the only exception out if the Most High just really just have his hand on that one. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, man, with that emotional and crybaby and all that old stuff that they doing, that no, man, you gotta break them out of that. I don't like that. And then another thing, I know I'm probably stumbling over word, but what I'm trying to say is, because it's so much women. That's another subject. We're gonna talk about another subject. I'm gonna talk to our Brandon now. Brandon said like that. We'll bring that on another time. So I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, we just need to be involved, like we said, be involved in the youngsters' life, man, so we can so they can have a spiritual a mentor or something that can help them where they can grow and really have it that they lacking at home because they don't have it.
Yeah, you're right, because like I said, man, I used to supervise grown children. When I was, like I said, when I used to work with the department, and which my grown man still have, I'm like, man, this joker here. I'm like, how the hell how these guys running home? But they so used to a female running stuff, so they don't have no problems with that. I said, man, we got to get out and talk to our youth. You know what I'm saying? We really do. We really got to talk to them, man. And then when you I always worked in the so-called hood in Memphis. Orange, you probably heard of Orange Mountain, Hickory Hill. We call it Hickory Hood, Black Haven. Those are the places I work. And the so-called young gangsters or whatever, man, all you have to do is sit there. They would talk to you, man. We talk to the young brothers coming out. We go out and do little RMDs, going down there and talk to the homeless. Most of the folks come out of jail. They already know something about the Bible, because the Most High set them down for a minute. What else they got to do? Read that book.
True.
So they already know. They already have some knowledge, but no direction.
Yeah.
They have to be, they know they read the book, but they don't understand it. They need to be taught, and they need to see somebody who live in this thing. You see what I'm saying? So we got a lot of work to do, man.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yes, we do.
Sir, and the brother Todd Sir, I know I seen a couple of his videos, you know what I'm saying? A little work he put in, All praise for that, bro. But you got to get to work.
All praises,
Awesome.
all praises, all praises, man. And the thing is, I'm just trying to be an example. You feel me? For people who don't have a lot of money, for people who don't have a lot of resources, for people who don't have a lot of time. Cause that's my lane. I don't have no money. I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of resources. You feel me? But I know why I'm put on this earth. I'm put on this earth to make sure that those who the Most High have me to instruct and guide and mentor get into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole purpose. So anything outside of that is just making sure that I can continue to work. That's all. That's it.
But check this out, though. It's funny you said that, man, because, and I'm just going to, the Most High put in my heart, you know, sometimes you be wondering why the wicked always prospers. But that's a lesson I'm working on. But the whole thing about it is, man, this is not our kingdom.
There you go. There you go.
We are prepared to go into our kingdom.
That's
I'm
right.
not worried about the riches. I'm not worried about no reparation.
Right.
We got to get our young people. We got to get our whosoever. But we really got to get on our young people, man. Because we losing them.
Mm.
We got to get our young people ready, man, so we can go into the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
This is not our kingdom. This is Satan's kingdom. And the children running the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is not our world.
Yeah.
The world that he said he prayed for, the Messiah prayed for, that they may be saved, is the world to come, which is the Israelites in rulership. That's our kingdom.
Right. That's what I'm wanting.
Hallelujah.
I'm ready for that.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hey man, ain't worry about. We got enough to sustain to get us to and fro. You know what I'm saying? Keep a roof over our head and everything. Hey man, we good. Just like the Messiah told the disciples. When I send you out, did you lack anything? They said, no. So we good.
Right. That's all that matters right now. Yep.
Hallelujah.
That's it. I agree with you, Elder. I agree with you 100%.
That's it.
Yeah, and that way we keep that prosperity bull crap from creeping in. You feel me? As long as we know, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, we know that this world got a time limit. We waiting on it to pop any day. Like, I ain't getting caught up in this world, and none that y'all got to offer, and none that y'all got going on.
But see, he already showed us how to take care. He already showed us the system how to take care of each other. But too many selfish people don't want to do it. We got enough people to take care of each other, man. What we need, not what we want. I can't be hitting y'all up. I can't hit y'all up because I want a case of wine from Rejoice Wine, man. That's something I want. But I do need.
That's not a need.
And I need, man.
Right.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a difference. Wants is different from needs. Needs is different from wants. Yeah.
That's right. So
it's like we don't understand that right there. You want to live comfortably here, but you need to get into the kingdom.
Absolutely.
You need to get into the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got to worry about Caesar, his damn taxes, his children constantly mess with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They putting their pap and setting the devil up. We ain't got to worry about none of that mess. But like the brother said, man, we got to get ourselves prepared. We got to get our young people prepared, because if we don't, it's gonna be rough on them, man. And then we so ordered in Deuteronomy 6, he told us we got to do this thing, pass this thing on down to our children.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'll do it. Deuteronomy, what's that? 32. 32. That song he told us to teach it to our children as well.
Song of Moses.
Song of Moses.
we got work to do.
Yeah. So, man, I pray that this Hebrew men's gathering coming up, I can gain some knowledge and some ideas from the brethren, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's all, like you said, it all start with us, man. They have to see us getting along, getting together, working together. It doesn't matter. We all Israel. That's why, like some of that people may ask you, man, what class you with or whatever. I just like to say Israel, man.
That's right.
I mean, even though we recognize the order of Melchizedek, but man, hell, I'm Israel.
In Israel.
Right.
When he was out the land, he ain't have no different name. He said he gonna throw Israel into captivity, man.
Right. That's what we need to get back. We need to get back. We need to get back to being nation minded instead of clique minded. He didn't call us to be cliques, schisms, and isms. Nah, we supposed to be a nation. We need to be named like that. Man, we gotta get up out of that. Oh, this is my group. First of all, mine, Negro, you ain't got nothing. This is all I'm
telling you.
It's us. We a nation, you know? And we gotta
right. And we are his.
Right, exactly. We his, and we each other. We belong to each other. He belong to. This is how I thought. Like I'm his and he mine, and I'm y'all's and y'all's mine. You see what I'm saying? Because he created it like that for that. You see what I'm saying? What he gave to me.
That should be on the T-shirt.
I'm telling you.
And people need to stop saying my people and just say our people.
Our people. Right.
That's right.
Our people. That's right.
Our people. We.
People talking about let my people go. They ain't your people. They the Most High's people.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
Or like I hear some guys. Well, you know, I did this and I did that. I mean, you hear these people say these things, you know. But we got to get back on our job, man, to these young people. Man, what Brandon doing? Brandon, you're fired.
Brandon over there looking like a ninja. He looking like a ninja over there.
And you know, and it's funny because so many of us have never been on that job. We all need some training.
What happened?
We say Elder.
I said I forgot. I forgot what I said.
That'll happen sometimes. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, man.
Yeah.
It happened to me a few times. I try to play it off.
Yay.
Yeah. Something else.
Oh, you came up with something else, huh? No, mine just don't work that fast anymore.
I done done that before. I'm guilty.
Sir.
Hey, man. I do it quite often.
that buffer's got me distracted.
Look, I lose a train of thought, man.
Yeah, we need I really believe this is going to be very productive when we do our gathering. I believe we should. I got some idea. Well, idea came to me just a while ago, like, you know, a system that we can have for each other.
Excuse me, guys. We got to take this.
I'll speak about it more. I'll speak about it more when we get there, and y'all see what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna have to run it by each and every last one of my brothers, y'all, and see how y'all fare with that, you know, and how y'all feel, what y'all think about it. Because, like you say, we got enough amongst ourselves when we come together to take care of ourselves. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Right.
We do. We have enough. If we get out that selfish mentality and we come together, man, we have enough to take it. Matter of fact, more than enough to take care of ourselves. You know, man, even in different states and everything, you know, we can come together and, okay, on this time or this month or this thing, we're going to put money aside and we're going to send it to our brother over here and this what you call it. Then next month we do the same thing for another brother on this thing. And we just build like that and put it to the pot instead of spending money individually on stuff that we don't really need and all that don't want and stuff like that, and really look out for our people. And by doing that, it'd be a buildup of our of what's in the pot, where it'll be stuff keep coming in, where we will all have in each individual place where we at until we can come to the point where we can come together. You see what I'm saying? It's just,
I do.
Yeah. It's just.
But you know another thing, man. Hey, bro, we have to. This is something very important.
Oh man,
Brandon, mute your phone, my brother. We got the walk coming in. Is there Eminem coming in? Well, check this out. We have to get ourselves out of debt.
I was gonna say, how we do that?
Get ourselves out of debt. hey, we got to work on getting ourselves out of debt. You know,
Mhm.
I know I'm working on it. I'm there. Next year I'll be there. Hallelujah.
Working on it too,
Yeah.
Aki.
But I still got, you know what I'm saying? It's a little work. And then we got to teach. That's another thing. And that way we'll be able to support each other, just like the ministry here.
Mhm.
We looking to buy some land, build us a place where we can have our, you know, the feast days and all this stuff. And we can, so when people come, we'll have our own place. We don't have to worry about no hotel or no city park. We have our own place.
That's right.
And we get as loud as we want to. We stay as long as we want to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what we working on.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
That's what we working on, man. So when the brothers, you know, when the family come, they have somewhere they could be at peace. They get to know the people, just like we coming to the men's gathering. Same thing. It's just a different location. I might not go up to Tennessee up north, but I come down south with them brothers down there.
Mm-hmm.
When you come to Texas, let me know. I got you.
Yes, sir.
Boy, there's a country girl with a Texas grandma.
We give him the honor.
Hey, I'm
We
always
give
in
him the
Texas.
praise, all of the glory.
What part of Texas you at? Excuse me.
I'm in Houston, Texas.
I got
Okay, I was in Dallas. Before I moved here, I was in Dallas.
Yo, you how long ago that was?
Man, I was coming up on a year. I was September this year will be a year for me being down
there. Then when I think we've spoken face to face when you were down there, because when you with didn't you come to VOI before? Come hang out at Israel or something?
VOI in
Arlington.
Is that South Dallas? Oh,
yeah,
no,
that's in Arlington.
I was in I came to South Dallas. I went to where I did go down there. It was the Ark in Dallas down there. And they had a little meeting at a park or whatever. Then another one when I went down there in Dallas, Rebirth, and then another one was House of Israel. It was Israel God.
Okay.
Something like that. I think I'm not. Listen, don't quote me on that, but it's some Israel something in South Dallas, and I think
that was Israel God, because I used to go to the same class in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Well, they had the older men be on the TV on the thing or whatever.
Boo.
With the yeah. So I went there to visit them and seen them there. I think I went there twice to see and sat there amongst them twice.
All praises. Yeah. When I was in Dallas, Arlington, and Fort Worth, out of Dallas is Battle Axes of the Most High and Multitude of Christ. Then Fort Worth is Lost Found Israelites. Then Arlington is Vengeance of Israel.
Okay.
And so all of those assemblies kind of stay, you know what I'm saying, pretty close knit. You know what I mean?
And one more, I forgot. I went there and visited twice. One Body of Hawashai.
Yeah, there's some good brothers too.
I seen them down there and stuff like that. I even went to go visit one time IUIC. I didn't like that one. It's like going into a penitentiary or something. You got to go.
They on a whole different.
Man, they got a whole different thing. You got to go through a metal detector. You got to get frisked. You got to. They wanted you. I didn't go for it, but they wanted you to put all your information on the computer, your driver's license, your tag.
You know they got that from those.
Huh? Where?
Most of them police officers. That's what Back then. Most of them brothers out of New York.
Yeah.
A lot of police officers, man. That's the mentality of it, man.
Yeah, so they got the data information. They send it up there. You're right. I'm like, man, I'm not finna do all this. Look, I ain't got my driver's license, man. I ain't finna do all that. I didn't have it though, but I ain't finna do all this, man. And then not only that, when I came in there, I didn't know the beef behind One Body Yahawashai and IUIC. I didn't know nothing about it, so I came there in my garms. I'm thinking I'm coming amongst brews that say shalom, like, you know, that's how we talk. We shalom. I'm thinking it's okay. I come over there shalom. We don't talk like that over here. I'm like, what's wrong with this brother, man? I came to chill to see what it's about, because I didn't know nothing about it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I'm like, I came to chill to see. Yeah, we don't even talk like that. I said, oh, man. I'm like, man, so I had to talk to one of their generals or whatever they got in ranking and stuff like that. Like, man, your man's out there disrespectful. Like, you know what I mean? They came at me all raw, like, and so they asked me, you know, they had a little thing where they stand up and say, ask you what tribe you from. So I was like, yo, they're like, what? What Yehuda? Oh no, we speak English over here. What's the English? I'm like, y'all don't know yo Judah. He's like, oh, Judah. Like,
Yeah. They asked me what tribe I'm from. I'm from the hell I know. You hear me? I don't know what tribe I'm from. But check this out. But in Dallas, I have kin folks in Houston. I had kin folks. I'm always in Dallas, man. McKinney. I have relatives in McKinney. And what's the other place? Just right outside. As soon as you go across Lake Ray Hub. Hell, I forget the name of it.
Rowlett or
Rowlett.
Rowlett.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom used to stay out there too. Rowlett.
Kind of like Rowlett, and it's something else. They're kind of half and half. I don't know. My sister-in-law be telling me, but I don't be paying no attention. Hell, this Dallas to me.
You talking about like Crowley?
Oh, you got Rowlett and start with an M.
Rowlett, you got Crowley, you got Duncanville.
You said start with the M. Got Mesquite, McKinney.
Yeah.
Mesquite and Mesquite.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mesquite and Rowlett right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because she stay right off the Lake Ray Hubbard. So you cross over Lake Ray Hubbard off of Zion Road, neighborhood back over there.
Yeah.
When you pass the Bass Pro Shop down through there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
that sound
man,
like fishing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I do got a good report though for one body of house shot. They was hospitable when I came up in there, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I wasn't. They ain't never seen me. I never did, but they was hospitable. You know, I walked one time. It was one Shabbat. I got to walking. I had my guards on. You know, I was talking to Abba, and I seen them. I'm like, man, what they got going on? Hey, come on. You know, they invited me over there. We had, we ate and we drank, and it was cool, man. So I got to report with them. They was hospitable, but IUIC, nah.
Yeah, when I first started walking in this thing, man, I was kind of looking at them, and I started seeing. I was like, "No, these dudes." This before they came out with the purple IUIC and all. They would name. He killed himself something.
Purple rain on them, baby.
I think
purple rain, and after that, you know what I'm saying. So but one thing I can say about them brews, man,
purple leather head,
they
man.
get out there and they get their work in. You hear me? They get their work in. I one thing I give. Don't agree with all that stuff. They out there.
Yeah, you got to give props what props do. They organize well and go forth and go out. Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, yes sir. They
but
are.
I don't know how you guys feel about their doctrine or whatnot, but sometimes I feel like it don't matter how well you organize or how well you can bring people together. If you don't bring them together correctly, you still ain't really brought them together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you bring me close so you can give me bad information, you know what I'm saying? What justice have you really done me?
Right.
This is how I feel. So I feel like myself personally, I must put in the time, get these hands dirty. There you go. Get these hands dirty with these scripts. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hazard myself. You know what I'm saying? Because these things are necessary to do to get this message to these people. There's so many people with better platforms. You know what I'm saying? But they spewing lies. They spew deception. They're not steering people the right way. It's up to the people who know the truth and willing to hazard themselves for it. Now I be praying, you know what I'm saying? I be praying. Send forth the laborers into the harvest. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much that I can do. You know what I'm saying? But it's nice to be able to meet the brethren who are willing to who gonna sacrifice themselves too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Shalom. Shamar, if that's all right, can we kind of tap dance on that for a little bit?
Get you some tap.
You said something. You said something. You said something. We know the risk going into this thing. We're aware of the risk now. The prophets and the apostles, imperfect as they were in their situations, they had to lead their families, they had to lead their jobs, and once they knew what the Great Commission was, they were willing to do it.
Die for it.
What? So that meant Name one prophet or one apostle that slept in a 5-star hotel.
I can't do it.
Name one prophet or apostle who had the luxurious gift, who had all the influence. Didn't the Most High give them favor amongst men or made them hated amongst men? Did he not?
Made them hate.
So when we speak of comfortability in this walk, there is no comfortability until he opened up the gates. You feel me? Then we go into rest. But even if I'm struggling with being a good parent or being a good friend or whatever, if the Most High say we are his messengers or his prophets, then that's the job description. You go into it knowing what the job description is, right, knowing what the risks are, knowing what the consequences are for speaking Yah's truth, not your truth. Your truth is nothing. Yeah. That's that. The scriptures say, cease from thine own wisdom. I still got partners who still want to be worldly, who still think that we still have to meet the demands and the needs of men instead of doing what we know is expedient, because we have to only go by what's written. We don't go by anything else. If we know that we are to follow the blueprint, then anything outside of that is why we still in a lot of madness and folly. It's a lot of the reason why a lot of us in the nation are still face down and vomit, because we've not stuck to what's written. We willing to still kind of question if the cares of this world is more important. If you look at, because I was blessed that he was able to give me this in the past couple of days. If you look at Daniel, they knew, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, and Daniel knew exactly what was at stake, and still they were obedient to the Father. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego told Nebuchadnezzar in his face, even if the Most High don't save me, I'm still not bowing to the graven image. And what? Now heat up the fire 7 times hotter.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah, so if the heat turned up, if the heat turned up, I'm supposed to get
on that real quick. I think we all get a piece of that meat. We all get a piece of that meat right there.
These brothers, their life, they weren't just happy to know who they were. They weren't just happy to, have an assembly or none of that. They bought their lives with it, right? What do you say about people that can't make time for the Most High? We ain't talking about risking their life. They can't make time. They take time out their day, time out their work schedule, time out their, leisure time, whatever, for the Most High. So how they gonna be able to get their life for? That means they gonna reconcile a way. They would have reconciled a way to go and bend down to them gods. I'm like, well, maybe God, my God, want me to live. But all, you know what I'm saying? They find a
right, you understand? Yeah. Hey, hold on, wait. Let me say, I gotta get a piece of that. I gotta get a piece of that meat, man. I gotta get a piece of that meat. I'm finna join in at the table. You hit that right on point. Both of y'all, what y'all saying? I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I want to bring out a key thing. They made up their mind. Look, rather the Most High Yah save me or he don't. We ain't doing it. Why? Because they had their heart already set for the Most High Yah. But you know what? Even in that, the Most High protected them. So that's right. We have no excuse. We have no excuse. None of us. I don't care what dangers you think you may face. Look, first of all, he told us don't fear. He said, fear the Most High Yah, not man who can destroy this body, but fear the Most High who can destroy this body and soul. You know what I mean?
And do both. Like, and so if I'm more concerned about niggas beating me up than I am about burning eternally, then obviously my way of thinking is warped. If I'm more worried about what a man think of me because I'm wearing an Ireland shirt. Now, mind you, I'm pointing some stuff out. Clothes don't make the man.
Right.
Oh man, please let me. I don't want to say nothing wrong. Clothes do not make us. Okay, so your garments don't make you Hebrew. Okay.
That's right.
Going to somebody's class, that does not make you Hebrew. That don't make you Hebrew, bro. It don't matter when the Most High start tallying all our works out. What he say? You will be judged according to your what?
Works.
The deeds done in your body.
That's right. That's right. So if you not doing the works according to what the Most High saying, and you more worried about man pleasing, then you already have your reward. You already get paid your just due.
But what about my job though? I mean, how am I supposed to? What about my job though? What about my job?
Hey, I gotta keep going back to the book of Daniel, chapter 3. Then I can jump over to chapter 6. You feel me? Then I go to the Psalm of 3. Oh, hey, let me tell you about this one cat named Mordecai, right? Let me tell you about this one cat named Mordecai who didn't bow in the presence of worldly greatness. You feel me? He just wasn't bowing. And you probably gonna kill us. We gonna put on these sackcloth and ashes and we gonna fast and pray for the nation, but we ain't bowing. You can say what you want to say. Right. Prepare the gallows for me. Yeah. Right. But I still ain't bowing. We don't bow. Yeah, you can try to say I'm a deadbeat dad. You can try to say I'm broke. You can try to say all that, and I bet you we still don't bow.
Right.
We willing to sleep. We willing to sleep with the lights off. We willing to sleep with no money, with no food. We know how to grow food over here in the house of Emanon, but we ain't bowing. No, we don't call it Kaepernick to no graven images. And so when you make your stance, the Most High not only make your enemies your footstool, he give you favor with man, he cover you with his feathers, he take you to the secret place, he hides you in his pavilion, he give you peace among all men. So trust what again? What trust God. You feel? We gonna go by what we gonna jump. Hey, listen. The men's gathering.
You killing them.
The men's gathering. Let me say this because we live. Let me say this real quick. The men's gathering. If you live the life of an Israelite, if you claim you're an Israelite and you talking that talk like you really about that, and you saying we need to be in classes and we need to be doing this and doing that and following what's written, then he says Zephaniah 2:1. We meeting at the gathering. Is you hopping on the bus, you jumping on the plane, the train, what you hitching the ride, how you getting there? Because it's about us standing up to the line and being men for the Most High. It's not about pleasing men. This event is about a bunch of dudes showing up and singing Kumbaya. This is about us coming to find spiritual solutions for spiritual problems amongst our people. Are you pulling up?
Come to him.
If you're not showing up, I don't want to hear you talk about no other man's situation. I don't want to see you look down on no other man's situation because you'll be walking the plank in your own eye. That's really what this all about.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, you kill it.
Tell it. Tell it.
Oh, yeah.
Better get to stepping.
It's just no space for lukewarm. We don't even like warm bath water. So if we're children of the Most High and we don't like warm nothing, you can't even warm my plate up in this warm. I needed steam coming off that thing. It's either you hot or you cold. It ain't no in between. And if the Most High don't like it, then we children of the Most High. How you think that make us look to see a lukewarm Israelite? Say you walk this walk. I don't care if you blood or mud. It's real. This thing is real. This not no joke. You feel me? I got partners that scared of getting out here because they worry about looking funny in the eyes of men instead of worry about looking funny in the eyes of the Most High.
Come on.
I'm not a respecter of persons. I got my mama cursed me out and told me I'm wrong for what this word say. What the words say. I'm just repeating it.
My mama did me the same way. I'm listening. My mama did me the same way.
Hallelujah.
She talking about the devil book. I had a tonight with it. Every time you read that devil book, you say, "Mama, devil book."
Hey.
Oh man.
Didn't he say they was gonna be in your own household?
Yep.
Didn't he say that?
Right.
So if by every second I'm seeing prophecy being fulfilled, watch this. Anybody watching Russia and China? And with seconds passing, I'm looking at prophecy being fulfilled. I ain't sitting over here just making a bunch of beats and rapping. I want boys to get that assumption about me, but I had to clear up the record this morning because me and some of my comrades that I've been day one with, we went from being poor and homeless in the streets and getting head to get a bed to now actually being out the streets and being where we can go and hit the streets and be like, say, man, the Most High cleaned us up and changed our walk up, and we still struggle with stuff, but we're walking differently. You can do it too. We more worried about pleasing men than we are about pleasing the Most High and doing what's right. So I'm not very favored or loved in my city, and I gives a damn. I honestly don't. They can't put me in heaven or hell.
That's right.
I'm going to
praises.
do what's written.
That's
So
right.
it's about, even if it's down to my last dollar, if it's about down to my last morsel of bread, it's still not, it's about not bowing. I'm still not going to bow. Even Hamashiach was in the wilderness. The Hashatan showed him all the kings of earth and had the audacity to quote Psalm 91:12. And in the whole field, you got stones. You got some stones. You got stones. We will not bow. We don't bow. We don't bow. No matter what happens to us, we don't bow. Because we're supposed to be men of the Most High. And yes, we're going to die the death of princes and fall like we already know all of this, but we are gods. So we're going to walk as gods, meaning that if we're children of God, then we know what he stands for. Faith is not just believing what he said, it's believing what he believed. It's believing what he stands for. We're his children. So we as children, even in our imperfection, strive for perfection.
Right. Hate
That
what he
takes
hate,
work.
love what he love.
That's a daily process. I know we haven't all met personally. We ain't all sat in the same room, but you know how much it takes for all of us to stop what we doing and get out of our stuff to be able to talk and fellowship with one another. The Most High is recording this day.
That's right.
That's right.
We supposed to do this. We're taking a chance. These are the rich. These are the gambles. Imagine when we face to face. Gambles.
Hallelujah.
What it's gonna be like.
What you got, Brandon?
You on mute still, Brandon. You on mute, Brandon.
Unmute, yeah.
All my viewers, where y'all at? Need to get over here and chop it up with your brothers.
What's up? Plug in.
I want to throw it out there. You know, we got 4 more slots left. We got 4 more slots. Put your email in the comments. Come on in. Water's warm. Quit playing.
That's right.
And a lot of what's going on now in Israel is not necessarily, it's not bad, but it's dangerous because we're still teeter-tottering on what's holy and then trying to play with unclean things. He say, remove the accursed thing from your house. You feel me? We're struggling with, not necessarily, we're not struggling with idols, we're struggling with idolatry. We still have this pride and this ego thing where we don't want to put down the idols. We want to still think that these things give us discomfort, but it's a temporary patch over an infinite problem. The infection is sin. That's the sickness. It's been plaguing Israel for years. It don't affect no other nation. It ain't for them. We got it now. We've had the internal meeting. So now that we know the internal meeting, this is for those that's in the internal meeting. Not just all of us, but everybody listening. If you ain't one of us, this not for you, because you're not going to adhere to what everything he say is written aforetime. That was written for our learning.
Right.
So if we know it was written aforetime, it was written for our learning, then no matter what conclusions we want to draw from it, go ahead.
It's for everybody. It's either for your salvation or it's for your condemnation. But it's for
There you go.
Or destruction.
Yeah, it's either for your salvation or it's for your destruction. Because you ain't going to be able to say you ain't heard. That's how come it's going to the 4 corners.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Hey, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Now, I don't know if I ever told you, but I had a near-death experience once. And you know, they say how your life flashes before your eyes. It's the truth. Because it's not that it flashes, but it's like everything immediately comes back to your remembrance. So when you're standing in front of that throne, the Most High is like he's just going to pop in a DVD and say, what about that?
Boy, come on, man. Come
Rewind.
on.
You can't say nothing about it.
Is you ready to see what you was doing back in 86? You feel me?
Don't you play that?
That's right.
I'm not ready to see none of them scenes. I ain't ready to see it.
Hey, you know,
Boys really
I'm
feel
be glad when they throw all this stuff in the seal for forgiveness and he don't remember. Look, I don't want none of that stuff to be remembered. None of that. I was
That's
acting
right.
up.
Blot it all out. Blot it all out. Blot out all that dick.
That's right. But won't be able to deny that. It's like, you know, you stand in front of your parents and you've been caught in a lie, and you're just like, okay, am I gonna try and lie? I know they know the truth, so you can't deny it. It's just that's what you hope that you've done enough good since you learned the truth that it will be blotted out, and he'll show you mercy.
But what justification can you give to the one whose eyes are 10,000 times brighter? You can't. All infinite knowledge and power and wisdom.
You're gonna be hemmed up on me. You're gonna be hemmed up.
He say, don't justify yourself to the king. How can you do it? Now,
why
bring
would you
all
even
them
think
who
of
wouldn't
it?
worship. Bring all them who wouldn't serve and slay them before me. Go ahead.
Oh, boy, you talking about that book right there?
It's cut and dry.
Yeah.
Because he say they praise me with their lips. No, but where their hearts at?
The heart is far away from me.
They ought to be far. You feel me? On road tripping. Where they at? I don't see them. You know, and so I battle that constantly because I can't really say much about the brothers in my city who labor. This is not a charge. This is just a call of arms, man. We're in a war, and you cannot be in a war sitting on your couch. You can't shoot no pistol from your couch. You feel me? I mean, you can. You know, you can do it if they rush through the door. But I'm saying you get better at practice at the range. You get better at practice in the field if you busting. So if the word of Yah is an automatic weapon with an unlimited supply of ammunition, and we got a target, then get what? You may be in season, not a season with it, but you busting. You know what I'm saying? So it's straight headshots. If I need to go hit the sick and the oppressed, I got something for them. I'm finna load up. If I need to go battle these demons, guess what? Headshots. I got something for them. You feel me? If I need to go talk to my brothers in prison, boom, let me go gird up. I got something for them. Load them up. If I need to go talk to the widows, boom, here goes some comfort. Boom. There's something for everybody, even if it's stuff that you're struggling with. Our forefathers were struggling with their stuff while they were working on their soul salvation. And for some odd reason, our brothers and sisters want to think that there was a certain level of perfection that they were at that time, that they didn't have to work out their soul salvation still. They could have slipped and failed. They could have been given over to a strong delusion, reprobate minds. What David did, David went and knocked a man off just to get his wife. They had a baby illegitimately, and the baby died. David could have lost that covenant. The Most High still deemed him thought enough to say from Hamashiach, here from the root of David, here come Hamashiach. He even let David write some of the thoughtless words that came out of Hamashiach's mouth. You know what I'm saying? There was imperfection all in Israel, and still he used all of that for his glory and for his greatness. So I say to the viewer, to the listener, the hell are you waiting for? What's your problem? You know what I'm saying? Stop pussyfooting around this thing, man. He don't like lukewarm nothing.
That's right.
Right.
You feel me? You want to see at the table, you're going to be to let that fall to the Gentile playing around in this thing, man. He don't want no pump faking.
Tell it.
That's right.
Man.
That is all right.
Shout out to my brother Ty Serve, man. That's Mark right there. That's Serve, man.
Yeah, man. I wish he would have hung in there, man, because I sure gonna pick his brain on some stuff. But I'll get him next time. He gonna slip him out of here. There's a beautiful thing about the children.
That's a solid brother right there.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, I never, like I said, we never met each other. Nobody I didn't know Brendan. I met him face to face. But you know, you see people videos and everything. I said, man, I like, you know, spirit on. You can tell the person got a good spirit on. You know.
When I first came to the truth, you know, I was still learning, and you know, I was asking brothers in my city, you know, just that stuff. But I was still going to the Sunday church because I was a minister there. I just started becoming a minister, started, you know, So I'm learning from my Israelite brothers, but I'm still having to serve at the church, and I'm taking what I'm learning, trying to go to the church. And Ty Serve was one of the first brothers that actually talked to me and encouraged me when I started receiving death threats from niggas in my city, because I was seeking truth and asking them questions and not necessarily challenging what they were saying, but saying, if this what the scriptures say, then why are we doing this thing a certain way like this? You know what I'm saying? Or why are we going about it? Man, hey, I started receiving death threats and I started bugging. I went straight for the pistol. You know what I'm saying? I got on the phone with Serve. Serve messaged me. And ever since then, it's been years. We and this boy stay plugged in, man. This brother, he just gave me some straight knowledge. He said, you know what, man, give all praise to the Most High. Count it all joy that you face these trials and these tribulations. Count it all joy that they threaten your life. That means you saying something that you ain't supposed to be saying because it pricked their spirit. The Most High got you talking like this and walking like this. Stay in that lane. And so guess what? Ever since then, though I don't take what every man say and ride with it, I do take from everybody something, because we're constantly learning from each other, but we're learning from the infinite knowledge of the Most High. That's what make us stay in the lanes that we in, and we can jump into other lanes. But the Most High has been showing me through stiffness and obedience in His Word. He's everything that I've been seeing in the scriptures has been revealed. I ain't seen a thing not been revealed yet, because that would make Him a liar or the author of confusion. You feel me? Since we know He's not the author of confusion, I mean, man lying about something. And boys been showing their true colors lately. You feel me?
Yeah.
Family, friends, all of them. And I'm just, to me, quite honestly, I'm quite sick of it, but I can still be patient with it, because just like Hamashiach, what he say? How long I gotta put up with you people?
Hey,
he was like that with his disciples when he was trying to break down script to them. He said, man, I've been with y'all this long, y'all still don't get it. Sometimes we got to go over their head. Right. Still go over their head, man. So there's some of us, like I said, man, I teach the book. There's some things I don't understand. There's a whole lot of things the Most High showed me, but I'm still learning, because he got brothers like y'all, some other brothers out there, there's some sisters out there, man. He'll give some revelation to, and bam, there it is, because we all family. Well, so in your family, right? Do you not listen to some of your aunts who may have some wisdom? We talking about, if you're dealing on the worldly side, they have wisdom how to manage your money, how to purchase stuff, how to do certain things. It's the same thing in the spiritual side. Right. I might not, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, man.
Talking about Ty Serve. I got to meet him. I went to Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. He's a part of Israel Now. I want to give a shout out to Israel Now and a shout out to Chosen Seed. The boys out of
Detroit.
They make change and all that. The brothers, man, they really like family. Like they hustle together. Everybody have a hustle. One of them got chains. Another one got t-shirts. Another one sell sticks. Another one got the music. And they all do it and do it together and help each other, man. This is what a camp's supposed to be. And they'll chop it up with them. Not about the seclusion and all that. And, you know, I don't rock with you this way and all that. And them boys will pull them scoops out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, out to them, man. I just want to let them know this thing like, how you going on campus. It ain't about it being a camp. It's about seclusion, man. This thing ain't for no seclusion. Like I said earlier, we Israel. You know? That's what it boils down to. We the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know? All this extra, that comes later. But if you open to a brother and a sister just because they're your brother and your sister, then I'm for you. Home of the truth, and if you ain't with us, we ain't rocking with you. But them two camps, they're doing it, man. They out here living as a congregation go. I want to give a shout out to them another time. And I serve is a major part of it. And they keep it. Watching showed me, I said, man, who really got a shot at this thing? You watch them brothers' kids, both camps.
They turn up.
The kids all cool. They turn up, man. They smart. They know the scriptures.
Yeah.
They know all the songs that they make. Beautiful to see them, man. Beautiful, man. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Coming out there.
Live.
See, that's what being woke about. I got a video. They not deceived about being woke, man. Now, granted, we all got. None of us know everything about the scripts. That's how we need each other. Take what the Most High gave each one of us, improve that knowledge, man. Try it. You know? What it is, man. Hello? Y'all been hearing me?
Yeah, we've been hearing you. You kind of choppy.
Yeah, every other word.
Oh, no. Y'all should have said something, man.
Boy, pulling up to the scene with the ceiling missing.
But anyway, bro. But check this out, Brandon. I'm about to I can hang a little bit more. You know, I be getting on here, maybe hating to leave, man.
Hey, what you gotta do, man? You retired.
I'm retired from fighting fires, man, but I'm still working.
You can take a day off if you want to, boy. You can if you want to. You don't have to. You can
No.
sleep in. Yeah, come on. Sleep in.
No, check this out, though. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say, Brandon. We need to set a day where you're not in your mobile office. Where we can really, where we can really get down, because you be putting out some good information, and they come in distorted. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's about you, brother, man. It's about y'all, man. You know, this stuff.
But what I'm saying is, most times
but when you do decide to chime in, it's always something good, man. And it's just be good if we could be able to just, you know, at least once a week or once a month that you're just stationary, so we don't have to miss out on anything or say, hey, can you say that again?
Because the spirit,
you know,
that's how I put something on your spirit, man.
Or just have you post up next to a Starbucks or something for a while.
I don't do that. No, don't do that. You seen the boys got arrested just in Starbucks.
Say it again.
Did y'all see them two? The two brothers that got arrested.
Yeah.
In Starbucks.
Yeah. I'm just saying he'd still be in his car, but just take advantage of their Wi-Fi.
What's the password? Let me get a mocha latte. The phone. Password. The password.
As long as you wrap it up, man. That's all I be needing. I can be in the background. I can be quiet. It's about the word going forth. You know. I feel y'all though. I mean, I don't know when that'll be, unless Shabbat. Y'all want to do it on Shabbat? I be at home. I got landline at home. Good internet. Good strong internet.
He say he got that two muscles up internet. My internet be a fitness connection. Say,
I got that.
Hey, you know what? That'll actually be beautiful.
That thing goes straight into the computer. Landline.
Yeah, that's what's up. We need to do that. That's beautiful. I'm supposed to be leaving for Vegas here. I'm supposed to be gone today, but had some stuff that held me up for a second. But I'm going out to go help a brother out with a couple things, and I'm going to baptize him. But I'm still in the loop. I'm still in the mix, and I thank the Most High for allowing us to still be able to have this forum to be able to come together, and as men be able to put whatever personal issues we'll have to the side, be able to talk and fellowship and laugh and bring scripts out and hear about each other's walk. And man, this is needed in Yasharala. As men, we don't got no forum like that. We target it, and then what we do if we don't get along, we target each other. So if we as men can't come together under a righteous cause, then we really lost for real. You know what I'm saying? My issue with a lot of Israelites is we'll have our hands out, we'll ask for stuff, but we won't never break bread and show up or show love or really be about that thing in which we talk about. And this
whole,
is getting closer to that time for us to all gather together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still having all these little side missions where I'm having to go pop up in other cities. And so there are brothers in other cities that don't have access to this kind of conversation. They don't have access to the informations in which we can have them to be like, hey, let's iron sharpen iron. So Brother Brandon, if you can, tell the people online real quick how they can get in touch with us as far as getting a hold to any events, or you know what I'm saying, just being able to get on this forum and be able to chop it up.
Open their mouth.
That's it right there.
It ain't hard.
Closed mouths don't get fed, bro.
How you gonna argue with that?
Anybody that watches this thing right here, this platform, you know, certain videos strictly for the men, you know, but now I done opened it up to where now it's you know, co-ed, you know, to where we can share it to the Hebrew community as a whole. So men and women, if you want to get on, you want to have some conversation, hit my inbox, you know, Facebook, hit my email, blewis3649@gmail.com, and do something. Talk to me.
Do something. Pop off.
Yeah. Look, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
That's it. Just Nike. Just go on and just do the Nike road. Just go to Nike road. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Cause again, he looking at us and he watching us. He listening. He know what's up. And everybody who say they with it and they ain't with it, he know that too. You feel me? So it's really just about just saying, hey, my heart been circumcised. I know what it take now. Again, you know, Brother Shamar, he was talking about, you know, the risk and the chances, and that's beautiful when you can say, hey man, you know, this thing is bigger than me. I'm willing to risk my life and limb for this now. You know what I'm saying? Look at what we subscribed to when we was in the world. I've said that before. We subscribed to some worldly ideas that we thought was live. Like somebody told us being a real nigga was live, and we ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And though all of us didn't just, you know, resonate toward that idea, the thought of just being accepted as a real person, yeah, everybody took that and ran with it. But then the perception of real got misconstrued and the line got blurred. So now we got to go to the scripts to know exactly what real and fake is.
Come on.
And so if you're not going according to the scriptures, now we ain't just going to beat you over the head, but we're going to try your spirit. And your spirit got to get tried, because that's how we know who really got circumcised. If you got the stone, if you got the heart of stone, boys gonna see that. You're gonna check your spirit. If you got a heart of flesh, boys gonna check it.
I want to lay them back real quick. You was talking about how we once had a certain perception, right? Think about how much of a trick the devil has played, right? When I was coming up in Birmingham, you wasn't a man unless you done killed somebody. Like, that was a real thing. Like, before you get a certain age, you had to be to kill somebody.
Mm.
And it's a lot of people that feel their way to this day. That if somebody play with you, they gonna play with you. They gonna disrespect you. You gotta take them away from this planet. And you ain't really the man until you didn't need that. That's crazy, man. Looking back on it, like, these people to this day that still feel that way. Like, man, I can't wait to draw some blood. Can't wait to kill somebody.
That's them bloodthirsty men,
Messed
dog.
up, man.
That's them bloodthirsty men. What David say? He say, "Depart from me, therefore, you bloodthirsty men." I don't need y'all blooded men around me. If all you got is malice in your heart and you want to just, kill, you ain't got no just cause. No, we can defend ourselves and kill somebody. That's a just cause, but to unjustly kill somebody because they disrespect you, man, this life set up to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Brother Shamar, you were saying something? Your mic muted.
I said, tell him again, tell him again, tell him again.
Man, this life is designed to be disrespectful. You feel me?
Straight up.
This life ain't. Hey, listen, we was born into a situation we ain't know nothing about until a few years ago. You feel me?
Yeah.
We just not finding out. What? We're cursed? What?
I knew something was going on.
It's blowing my mind. But the evil eye toward our brothers, how they take our children from us, they do that from the womb already. You feel me? They already indoctrinating them and giving them vaccines and giving them formulas and all these strange things that we as a nation, our forefathers, they didn't come up on that. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't brought up on that. So we was brought up in a society where everything that goes against the book of our people, that is okay. And if you try to go back to what you know is good for you, even if like you was at an awards ceremony as a rapper back then, and you said, "I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ," boys kind of looked at you sideways because it's like, "What? Hold on, you Hammer? We put you in the mix." You know what I'm saying? So again, the set apart lifestyle ain't gonna look the way everybody expected to, but it's gonna look a way in which most men will be able to look and be like, "Oh yeah, he ain't faking or she not faking. That's real." Boys can peep. You know what I'm saying? We like Brother Brandon was saying in where he from. You ain't a man unless you kill somebody. Out here, you ain't considered a man unless you done sold some dope, been in jail a couple times, got a couple baby mamas or whatever. You paying child support and all that. Then, but that's the perception of a man. He say there's a way that seems right unto a man, but what is the end? The end is death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And who fed us those? Who fed us those perceptions?
It's a new
America, America.
Nervous to go around.
God shed his wrath on thee.
Let them do it. About my people, like, yo, it ain't supposed to go around. That came from somebody else. They come from my experience. You know what I'm saying? And they put that same propaganda out there on TV, in movies, in music, all day long, saturating society with negative images, negative thoughts about my people, our people, us.
Hey, matter of fact, that's thought that we even on that, because I just sat down this morning, my wife and I, and we watched the interview with Nick Cannon and Professor Griff. Now, for those that are not aware, Professor Griff was the other part of, he was the Minister of Information with Public Enemy, right? Now I know all my heads on here know. So this is for all my people in the background. They don't know. We're gonna give them a little history real quick. Professor Griff is the Minister of Information with Public Enemy, right? And back in this whatever year before the turn of the millennium, Professor Griff was around some people doing an interview. He said some stuff, and some people who didn't really know what they were talking about, or we'll just call them the synagogue of Satan.
What?
They took what he said and made it seem as if he was making anti-Semitic statements, right? And so throughout the years, we always looked at the words anti-Semitic and thought that that was like, oh, okay. Now he sparks a conversation that says, go look up the word Semitic, right? Well, if you look up the word Semitic, it sounds quite familiar if you think about it. So if we're anti-Semitic, we would be speaking against our people. We will be speaking against ourselves. I'd be speaking against you. I'd be speaking against my sister. You feel me? That would make us anti-Semitic. So because we speak of the synagogue of Satan, knowing that they're who they are and they've done this identity theft, that makes us more offensive, because who want to get told that they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar? Who want to get told that they are murderers and rapists and thieves and liars? Who want to get told that? You get what I'm saying? So
Not
what this dude,
Shalom, shalom, man.
Shalom, my kid. What's happening with you?
Yahoo. Shalom.
Hey, how y'all doing today, man? I pray y'all having a blessed day, man. Shalom, shalom, my brothers, my ox. You know,
Shalom, my kid.
I'm on vacation right now, so you know, I'm gonna have my mic muted just because of the background. But you know, I'm definitely appreciating all of this, man. The gathering, you know, just the motivation, man, the inspiration, man. Y'all be doing this every day, man. And as much as I want to join in every day, you know, I definitely watch, man, and I get a lot of motivation from y'all, man. So I just want to say that I love y'all and thank y'all, man. Lord, praise the Most High, man.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
We give all praises to the Father. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ bless you, brother Yeshaya. Yeshayahu. I said it right. Right.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Yeshayahu.
Okay, where you from, Aki?
I'm from Illinois, but I live in Ohio. But I'm from Illinois, though.
That's what's up. Shout out to my people in Ohio.
Oh yeah, all praises to the Most High, man. The water, man.
Praises.
I'm actually on vacation right now. I'm on vacation in Atlanta right now. I used to live down here too, so I'm down here visiting some family, bringing my daughter down here for the first time. Took her to the Georgia Aquarium and everything. You know, all praises to the Most High for, you know, the blessing, safe travels, and just being able to, you know, do things for her that my dad couldn't do for me. You know what I mean?
Right. And then all praises for him covering you, and then, you know, y'all being able to maneuver through the different states like that. I know it's different environments or different temperatures in different cities, you know, because of mandates, they trying to have everybody follow, you know, what they want us to do instead of what's written. So I know the fact that you're pressing through and still laboring and being able to maneuver without no problems, man, Most High in Christ bless you and your family, and I pray y'all make it back home safely.
God, that's real. That's real. All praises to the Most High. You know, they're doing all this, what they call it, social distancing and all of that. And you know what's crazy, man? I was just talking to this last night, and I brought something to his attention. I think it's no coincidence how, when it comes to social distancing, the number that they put on the floors is 6. You see this number all over the floor. Why is it 6 feet apart? Why can't it be 5.5 feet? Why can't it be 7 feet apart? Why does it have to be 6 feet apart? And y'all got this number wrote on the floor multiple times, over and over and over again. So we just sitting here watching this number. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that's a coincidence at all. It's crazy. They wicked, man. They wicked.
You know, there's a mural.
Yes, they are. The crafty council goes deep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Akeem, I want to say something real quick, man. Bow out favorably, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off this thing and bow out favorably, man. I love y'all, man. Shalom. Yoshiyahu, good seeing you. Elder Art, Elder Wardy, Shamar, the Walk, all y'all, Brother Lewis. When he come back, tell him I said shalom. I love you, brothers, man. Shalom. And Little Tool, man. Y'all have a good night, brother. I'm gonna talk to y'all next time until we meet again. May the Most High y'all with you and be with y'all.
Hallelujah.
May the Most High y'all make his face to shine upon you and give you shalom. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later on. One love, y'all.
Shalom.
I wanted to get back to something that you said, bro, when you were talking about us being set apart or a peculiar people. When you were talking about that, peculiar. The Most High said that we are a holy people unto Him, that He has chosen us to be a peculiar people unto Himself. We ain't supposed to be nothing like nobody else. Do nothing like anybody else. Set apart for real. People will look at us and say, that is a strange people, but they are wise and understanding. I want to see what they got going on.
And then we're
gonna get that together.
You know, and we're peace loving and all of that. We'll go to war, but our people are for peace. Our princes of peace. You know what I'm saying? We know.
Hallelujah.
We know why this is here. You know, we know why it's set in place, and it has to be about the set apart lifestyle. We can't waver from it. It's hard that we gotta, you know, what he's saying, Sirach 2:1. If you come to serve the Most High, you know, prepare your soul for temptation. There's stuff going on. We gotta prepare our souls daily for this walk. When you step outside the door,
right?
Even fighting in your own home, it's a battle because you can be a victim to something in your house if you're not careful. It's just we walk this walk daily. Somebody said something to the degree of, and this was in the conversation I was having earlier today, to the degree of, I died once, I ain't dying twice. No, you die daily. You killing off parts of the old man, or you killing off the old man daily. Your flesh is constantly at war with the spirit. So you need the Ruach. You need the Ruach HaKodesh to keep you strong. You can't fight that all by yourself. That's
right.
Man, we stopped smoking cigarettes. We stopped doing pornographic everything. We stopped doing things that are of this world because, again, when you set apart, you're not doing none of that stuff. You're not even around people who even keep up that kind of activity. You get what I'm saying? Why would an ex-crackhead go be around crackheads except to spread the word and go home?
True.
That ain't so. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
True.
Absolutely.
I used to be an ex dancer. I used to be an exotic dancer. If I don't do it no more, I don't need to be around it unless I'm going to go break them off in the conversation.
That's right.
And since I ain't got enough people to go take that conversation to them, then I'm gonna just work my old soul salvation out until I run into somebody who been through that, and then let our spirits be able to connect and minister. Let me minister to you and show you, okay, yeah, he cleaned up my situation. Ain't nothing happened to me. You feel me? He could have left me to a reprobate mind. I think about that every day. It's not a day go by I don't think about that. In the midst of whatever going on, I'm always knowing that he gave me a second chance. And just like Pookie from New Jack City, try as he might, he tried to make good with his second chance. You know what I'm saying? He tried.
Help me, Scotty. I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die at a 1 and a 2 and a 3. We gonna go through these motions, man. You gonna go through stuff. You don't think the Most High know we go through stuff? He watching us 10,000 times. The eyes are brighter. He say, he watching, but you 10, still, your walk is still a testimony. People watching you and they listening. So you let your light shine. Yeah, you're not perfect. Listen, you gonna have to learn perfection. That's by trial and error, day for day, knowing that your soul is tried in the fires of adversity. You can't do that sitting at home thinking that you safe at the crib. Bro, listen.
That's it.
Somebody said I'd rather be a gardener that knows. No. I'd rather be a warrior with a gardener. I'd rather be a warrior with a garden than be a gardener at war. But we're at war. We're spiritual warfare every day. So learn how to tend your garden and go prepare to fight.
And the enemy we look at, the enemy is the person in that mirror.
That's right. That's right.
And he ruthless.
Every day.
He know all your secrets. He know all your weaknesses.
Yep.
That kid looking in the mirror.
Right.
Yep. Studying your highlight reel. The old man, he looking. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. You know what he doing. She know what she doing. She know how to peep-pop. You feel me? They watching. You feel me? This the setup. So if we know the snares, we avoid them. We circumvent them.
That's right. And then the people that we associate, what you used to associate with, they're gonna remind you who you are. That's why most I got to pull you from them, so you can start growing and get somewhere else, so you can start being strengthened.
Yeah,
because you stay in that same environment. There's a possibility you're gonna start.
Hey, it's just like in what is it? First Corinthians, where it talks about says that this is what some of you were, but you've been washed clean.
Yeah, some of you liars.
What you were talking about earlier, a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is it First Corinthians or Colossians?
It probably was hold on.
Yeah, Corinthians.
1 Corinthians 5. Hold on. I got 1 Corinthians
6.
5. What you got?
Yeah, start 1 Corinthians 6. It says where it talks about nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Elohim. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach by the Spirit of our Elohim.
Hey,
right?
So
a lot of us did all these things, but we ain't doing them no more. But he says, but this is what some of you were, not that you are. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hey, it's what people need to realize about the shootings, the unarmed killings, about Trump, about everything that got to do with our enemy is the money to build. If we do what we're supposed to do, live in a way pleasing to the Most High, we ain't gonna have to worry about none of this stuff, man. It can be like how I do this, how I deal with problems. I ain't worried about no police. I don't have no problem in the street. You know why? Because I ain't in the street. I go to work, I go home.
Brandon can't hear nothing you're saying, man.
You breaking up, homie.
You keep breaking up, bro.
Forget it.
Jail behind you?
Hey man, you might want to get you a pair of bugs, man. and put George. What's that? What's the little cartoon? What's the little cartoons they had? The Jetsons.
Yeah.
I put
I knew you was going there. I tried not to go there. Hey, the precept for 1 Corinthians 6 and 11 was Titus chapter 3 verses 3 through 7. He say, for we ourselves also were sometimes foolish and disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another. But after that, the kindness and love of Yahweh, our Savior, toward man appeared, not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us by the washing of regeneration, by renewing of the Ruach HaKodesh, which he shed on us abundantly through Yahushua HaMashiach, our Savior, that being justified by his grace, we should be made heirs according to the hope of eternal life. That's, I mean,
amen.
Hey. So again, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And that was Titus what?
That was Titus chapter 3, verses 3 through 7.
Okay.
Hear me now.
Yeah, it's still a little choppy, but we hear you.
Choppy. I guess, you know.
But you all right, we can hear you though.
I guess I can't. Okay. The point I was trying to make earlier, to the point of, you know, about us being oppressed in America, why we calling the police on us. Everybody
You real bad, boss.
Forget it, man. I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Nah, come on, man.
Keep going, bro.
Hey, hear me, ain't no fun.
Yeah,
Ain't no fun if y'all can't hear me, man.
Brandon, you got to pull over, man, to talk.
Pull over, man. I'm working, man.
Yeah, I understand. But check
I'm gonna
this
let
out,
y'all
man.
talk.
Yeah. See, you know what? I understand. Somebody mentioned that about these other nations. The European Gentile women calling the police on every time they see some black male doing something. See, it's that old spirit. What's the woman that on Emmett Till or Carolyn Bryant spirit? The same spirit that they had back in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's that same old mess, man. And many other calls. So they know when they call the police, they already know who's going to show up.
And they already know what they're going to do when they show up.
Playing.
Right.
Yeah, that lady in Central Park.
Yeah.
The bird watching.
Yeah, all that foolishness.
And she just said it too. Yeah, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to call him and tell him there's a black man that's bothering me. I mean, goodness gracious.
Right. So
she knows.
Hopefully they pass that bill, man, where something needs to be done about that, because it's only going to get worse. You know, it's actually a game, especially these younger European women. You know what I'm saying? These teenage girls, you know, they'll start doing something just for the fun of it. And I can see that coming. They're getting out of hand. And being ignorant and foolish as this nation is, they'll come and, you know, even though these people know that a lot of this stuff is a joke.
Yeah.
But they go ahead on and do it anyway, man. Yep. Listen, man, I'm about to get off.
You and me both.
You know it's that time, Elder.
Yes, sir.
Man, you know, I'll be hating to get off, but it's always a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure, man, being on here chopping up with the brethren, man. And if it's the Most High will, man, I can't wait for the men's gathering. I'm praying that the weather be nice. I don't want no postpone. That's why I asked Brandon that they have another date in case of inclement weather, you know. So, but until then, brothers, you know, till the next chop up session.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And you know, they could be in the morning.
Soon. And Scott, I'll definitely see you on Shabbat, Scott.
For sure.
Shamar.
We got.
I'll give you a holler tomorrow or something, man. I'll give you a holler tomorrow. And,
hey, what y'all go live on Shabbat?
We can.
No.
Okay.
We street on Saturdays. We street preach. So
okay, gotcha. Y'all doing some real kingdom work. Y'all putting the boots on the ground, baby.
Hey, listen.
Well, you know, if we don't do it, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it if we don't do it?
That's right.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to find a camera. If you don't do it, who gonna do it?
Who gonna do it? That's right. Well, see, check this out. That's why I was telling the Brews. I say, man, after Shabbat class, we got to put boots on the ground. You know, we had a gathering and stuff for the people, babe, but I still had that zeal to get them boots on the ground, man.
Hey, you know what? If I'm being honest, I think it's better that we all go out. It's better that we all go out.
Yes.
You know, I was 37 when I heard the truth. But I could have heard it a lot sooner if somebody was standing outside talking about it.
Yeah.
Just saying. If somebody was outside talking about it, proclaiming it, I ain't saying being disrespectful like you see some of these cats doing. Calling people out their name. Man, who gonna come to you and listen to you talk about the Creator when you calling them out their name? Who gonna listen to that?
Right.
All you gonna do is turn their ear off. But
kill a witness, huh?
Yeah, I digress. We must put ourselves in the way. I'm not a good speaker. I'm not a good anything. I hate for people to see my face. I hate for people to, I don't even like the way my voice sounds. But my people are dying. Like Look, if those police officers was killing a dog the way they killed George Floyd, somebody would have hazarded their life to say, "Hey, don't do that to that dog."
Leave Fluffy alone. That went off on the boy.
They would have
Hey,
risked.
one of them white folks might have jumped on that cop.
Yeah, they would have risked that bullet. You know why? They would have been like, "Well, I couldn't let him kill the dog. Everybody know you're not supposed to kill a dog. But what about a black man?" Now my people gonna keep dying. They're gonna keep being trampled on until I get out there and I do my job. Even when I do my job, they may still be trampled on, but I'm doing my job to prevent it. We got to understand when these things, if I sit down on it, all I'm doing is waiting for my time to come. I'm just waiting for it to happen to my family. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying?
And what got me tonight?
If I don't get up and stand up, I'm just waiting for somebody that I love, somebody that I love to get killed or murdered for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
I get you, bro. Yes, sir.
You can't jump out there and be all that orange because it's your family. It was our family when they killed George Floyd. That's your family. That's your blood on the ground, bro. We don't understand that. We got, and that's me. I get a little passionate. Sorry.
You got the right fire in you. That's the thing.
That's how I rock, man. Look, if I don't put it out there, he gonna be mad at me.
Yeah,
and that's what got me right there was the fact that, you know, how do I know if somebody's blood isn't going to be on my hands because I didn't do what I know that the Most High has made me capable of doing?
Well, if you sitting at home, you already know blood on your hands. That's all
right.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that because you got pastors, you got preachers, you got teachers doing the job. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what? I'm gonna recant my statement. It's people cut out to work in the door, and it's people to cut out to work outside.
Yeah, you got house fields, and you got house and you got fields. That's what it is.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You get forced into the job that you got to do, so you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do it. You looking for a reward, right? Yep. Get busy. Get the clapping.
Yeah.
Get the click.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, man, and I will.
Yeah, I'm about to
I'll hit you guys up on the next chop up.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to seeing y'all again.
I'm pulling out
July
31st, Tennessee. Y'all going down, plug in.
Salute.
Every gathering. Hey, I'm going to the Most High. Shalom, brothers. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure, man. Nice meeting you, brother.
Yes, sir. Nice meeting all of you. Go in the spirit. Woo.
Shalom,
brother.
Hey, yeah. All right, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, bro.
Shamar.
Hey, look, right when we getting off, he got a clear signal. He look pristine now, don't he? just the same vibe.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger.
I won't, man. Hey, when the shofar go off, I'll be at the meeting.
All praise.
That's right. All praise.
All right, there you go. All praise.
Christ bless, man. I love y'all, man. I see y'all soon.
That's right. Say here, man.
Yeah.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.